available for you. Number one, you can double your results. That includes doubling your income. You can double your time off, and you can have more balance and more fun in 2 years or less. Anybody in any world, in business, anywhere, in any profession, can double their income, double their results, and have more free time, and have more balance and more fun if you learn the principles. One of the principles I teach is that you have to schedule your free time. Most people in life, what they do is they schedule their work, and then whatever's left over, that's for free. And I want to really be careful. You're living in a developing nation here that's going to become one of the giant superpowers economically and politically and business-wise in the world. And right now in America, a lot of people are going, wow, if it wasn't for India and China, we'd have lower gas prices. But the fact is, you know, you're demanding now much of the resources of the world as you can afford to, and it's fair, it's time it happened. But the point is, I see this a lot in developing nations where people get so busy working, they forget about the rest of their life. And then somewhere around 35 years old, they burn out. I don't want you to do that. But if you don't schedule free time, you won't take it. How do you double your time off? How much every time you have now? You just simply schedule twice as much off and you take it. People go, well, how can I possibly do that? Well, what you'll find is right before a vacation, you always get much more effective. You know, you quit screwing around, you just get down to it. Like, you know, like during exam period, you just get really focused. You could live your life like that 4 or 5 days a week, and then the rest of the time you could have off. But most of us waste our time. You know, one of the things I noticed about all countries, this international statistic right now, is the average person watches between 3 and 6 hours of television a day. And people that are mostly in the age category that most of you are in, the research says that 65% of all free time among males between 20 and 35 years old is spent playing computer and video games. Now, if you cut out 1 hour a day of TV and video games or computer games, that gives you 365 additional hours a year. Think about that. That gives you 9.5 40-hour work weeks. That's the equivalent of 2 extra months. Think what you could do in 2 months. You could learn a language. You could develop incredible computer skills if you don't already have them. You could take an extra course. You could do all kinds of, you could get your body in incredible physical shape. So just cutting out 1 hour of TV a day. And what I teach in my seminars is something called the hour of power. Take that hour and divide it into 3 ways. Exercise, meditation, and reading. Now most of you are reading because you're in school, so that's not an issue. But most adults, once they get out of school, aren't. You live in a country where you've got one of the most powerful tools that was ever created. It's called meditation. And it literally is a business edge if you develop it. It teaches you wisdom, teaches you not to get activated and angry. You can stay centered. It's a place to get creativity to come forward. And I'll show you in a few minutes how that works.